Hello everybody, G.reviewz here. I'm going to be doing a bit of a different video. Just going to try this out. If it's a format that doesn't work for you, or you just don't like me talking about stuff that isn't pertaining to gorillas, please let me know, and we'll go from there. Patreon videos or something, I don't know. Anyway, today I'm going to be talking about vinyls in general, stuff that isn't gorillas, vinyls that had caught my eye, and I was just interested in. A couple of these vinyls I've already done in a video, and I took that video down purely because I felt it was rushed. So enough said on that, let's get into it. So the first one we're going to look at is Made in England 88. I know I did a video before, or a couple of videos before actually, on an Iron Maiden album, which is Senjutsu. I still have the Senjutsu box here. It's not gone anywhere, I've still kept it. It's still safe. But yeah, I like this. It caught my eye initially because of the cover is really nice, and I do like the back, just a picture of the band playing live, and what sold me on it more is that this is a live concert recording at Birmingham NEC. Don't know what that is. I'm guessing it's like the O2 Stadium or something. People from Birmingham can let me know in the comments below. On the 27th, 28th of November 1988. So this is kind of to me, it's a very unique recording. I do have another live recording on vinyls, which is the Gorillaz one, which came in the deluxe box set for the 20 years on the debut album. So yeah, I really like this, and the other cool thing that comes with this as well is obviously the covers. If people can let me know what these are actually called, that would be really great. But what I also like as well is their picture disc vinyls. In my limited amount of searching, I'm only used to seeing picture disc vinyls in those clear plastic sleeves that you can buy them in, as opposed to, in an actual like gatefold vinyl or something. So that's really cool. So that's one side. That's one vinyl from this set. The other vinyl is a thing that they do. I'm not sure at every Iron Maiden concert. Again, people can correct me in the comments. But they tend to have like a giant Eddie animatronic or statue or something come out on stage, which looks really awesome. I'd really love to go see them live. But yeah, that's really cool. And then on the back, it just has all the tracks listings and oh yes, that's another thing I like about these. They have the lyrics on the back, so you can kind of read along with them as they're singing, which is really cool. And then the second picture disc vinyl, which is this. I haven't seen this one yet because I don't play this one much, but that is awesome. I really like that. And then we have Eddie on a bike, which we need a statue of that. That is awesome. Unless they already have a statue of that, then let me know, because I want to try and seek it out. That's cool. That's really cool. So yeah, that was Made in England '88. It was a really cool album, and I really recommend it. What I have next is the limited edition triple heavyweight Senjutsu album, which is really cool. I never heard of triple albums before. It's really weird. I'm only used to it being like, you know, gatefold, which this is really cool because then you get this nice displayable piece of artwork. You know, if you're, I don't want to say, well, if you're taking a photo of it, you could have this out with the vinyls laid on the floor. But I'd hesitate to say you could build a box for this, you know, like a glass acrylic box or something, and display it, because that would probably take up a lot of space because this isn't a very small thing. But it's still cool regardless, and I like the artwork, and of course the track listings inside. And then we just get pictures of Eddie on the front and the back. I like this one. This one's quite cool, but that one is kind of cool as well. There's not much to talk about on these. The vinyls themselves are basically just black. It's nothing special, but you do get these nice renders of Eddie, and then a nice Japanese. I don't want to like say the aesthetic of this as though I know what it is, but I'm guessing it's Japanese. People can correct me again, but it's really nice. They've got all the tracks listed out, and of course the lyrics again are on the back, so it's really nice. My one gripe about this, though, is the way that they've had to have done to add like 3 in here. They've had to fit one in the middle, and I don't like that, but it's how it's had to have been done, basically. So just to go through all of them, just so we've been thorough. Another one of Eddie, which is really cool. Same thing on the back. I really like that. That looks awesome. I genuinely want that blown up to like a little mini poster so I can have it on my wall. That's really cool. I just want to sit and admire that for a while now. Days of Future Past, really good song. Really good song. I've not listened to the whole album yet, but I will get round to it. Again, just plain black vinyl. Nothing special. I do believe, because I think I remember seeing that there was an exclusive red vinyl of this album. I think. I'm not entirely sure. And then Eddie in an archer pose with, again, the rest of the album, and then all the credits of Bruce Dickinson on vocals, Dave Murray on guitars, Adrian Smith on guitars, Janik Gers, am I pronouncing that correctly, on guitars, Steve Harris on bass and keyboards, Nico McBrain, awesome name, on the drums. And yeah, it's just got all of the thanks and, you know, all the different. Oh, it's even got all like the different guitars and strings and drums and amps, and that is really cool. So if you were looking to buy exactly what Iron Maiden used so you could use it in your band, they list it on the back of here, which is really cool. I like that. That's really cool. Not that I I don't plan on setting up my own band, but you know, information's there for people who want to. But yeah, Senjutsu triple heavyweight vinyl. Really cool. Again, only gripe is that they've had to fit the third one in the middle, which it can't be helped, but you know, if you're careful enough, you'll not damage it when you're taking it out, basically. Let's move on to something a little bit different. Okay, so I'd never heard of this band until my mum picked it up for me on Christmas. Well, for Christmas, should I say. And that is Supergrass, which is really cool. I like that the cover of this is very spooky, and I really like it. And I like the back's kind of nice. It's just like some, I don't know. It looks like parcel paper, which is really nice. But yeah, the back of the cover of this is just spooky as all heck, and I love it. And then we've got some images on the inside sleeve. Ooh, yeah, it's not a top open, it's at the side. And a lovely orange vinyl. Everybody knows at this point I love coloured vinyls. So yeah, I listened to a bit of this album. I must admit, because of the cover, don't judge a book by its cover. But yeah, because of the cover, I genuinely was expecting something like, I don't know, like sort of rave pop sort of music, but it's been a while since I've listened to this, so I'll have to listen to it again. But totally flipped my expectations of what I was actually playing from the vinyl. Yeah, really cool, nicely bright orange coloured vinyl if you're looking for coloured vinyls. I really recommend this, it's really cool. So on to another one which I actually framed because I kind of like it that much. This one, for those that know the band, I don't. I just saw coloured vinyl and I was like, ooh. And then I saw glow in the dark and I was like, ooh, how does that work? From what I read on a forum, I can't remember which, I think it was like Reddit or something. They incorporate again, people can correct me on this, but last I read, they incorporate a powder into the pressing of the vinyl, which makes it obviously glow in the dark. And having had this framed and down there, I am happy to report this glows in the dark really friggin' well. I've had like glow in the dark shirts. I've got a glow in the dark Iron Maiden jumper just in my wardrobe. Doesn't glow in the dark very well. The front does kind of nicely, but the back, I think the back's supposed to glow in the dark, but it never does. But this, I could be sort of switching my light off and going to bed, and you know, actually going to sleep, and I just see this eerily glowing in the dark just down here, and it's just like, wow, that is awesome. But what I also read when I was reading up how they make these is that people are saying apparently the audio like they don't play that well. I don't know because I've not played this. I've framed it because, you know, I'm just on the hunt for weird and wonderful vinyls, you know. But yeah, really cool vinyl. I'd look out for it if you're a budding collector. Like, wow, I wouldn't really call myself a collector, to be honest. But if you're just looking for something weird and wonderful to frame and have as a talking piece, you know, stuff like that. It's really cool. And I'm sure if the quality sound on this works really well as other glow in the dark vinyls, I'm sure this would work really well at like discos and stuff, because these genuinely does glow in the dark like really nicely, really nicely. I'm just going to try and shove this back without making a mess. There we go. Okay, so what should we talk about next? We'll get this one out of the way because I've basically already done a video on it. It's the, I don't even know if I kept that video up. I can quickly check. My YouTube channel, I don't think I'd kept it up, I'm not sure. I didn't keep it up. I didn't think it would perform well. But yeah, vinyl for the Queen's Gambit, which is really cool. I don't like that this opens up at the top here. That's kind of annoying. But taking the actual vinyls out, they actually want to come out. One is black and another is like a creamy white, so basically like a chessboard. Really cool. And it also talks a bit about the music and how they made it and stuff, and you know, just the making of the Queen's Gambit, I'm guessing, which is really cool. And you get some nice close-ups of Anya Taylor-Joy, which, fair enough. So what I also like as well is the case for these vinyl, should I rather say, is actually a little bit of an optical illusion, and I must admit it took me a while to figure that out. I didn't notice it till I started doing the actual video on it, that it's made to look like a box, which is really cool. So if I can just sort of, there we go, that might give off the illusion a bit better. So yeah, made it look like a box, really cool, really like it. I have actually listened to quite a portion of this album, and the music is, well, it's not my thing. It is nice to just stick on if you just want like background music or something, which is basically what this is. And you just want to listen to something. Although, if you want classical sort of sounding music, yeah, you can also have it if you like the show. It's not a bad show. I recommend it. I watched glimpses of it, but I didn't watch the whole thing. But what I saw is a pretty good show. It's fun. The next two, I did the video on these and I took the video down because I felt like it was rushed. They're the Ratchet and Clank and the Demon Souls vinyl, which upon thinking, I kept calling it the Demon Souls 2 vinyl. Whereas I don't think that actually is a Demon Souls 2. I think it was just Demon Souls, and that it's the fact that there's 2 vinyls in there. So yeah, I got that a bit wrong. Whoops. But yeah, I know I've taken down the video, so I'll have to go through it again. Nice blank paper sleeve, really like it. Really nice golden marbled sort of vinyl, which is really nice. I had planned on doing a Patreon video where I listen to this and commentate over it, give my thoughts. But Patreon won't let me upload a video longer than 2 minutes. So yeah, I can't give my full thoughts on this album, nor can I with anything else. It's a pain. So if I can figure something out, I will. If not, then I'm sorry, I don't know what I can do. So yeah, putting that back. And then same for Ratchet and Clank, really nice. Did the same thing for this. Was going to do a Patreon video Oh god, it's being pedantic. I was going to do a Patreon video for this, but didn't in the end. One vinyl's blue, the other's orange. Really cool. Both the Ratchet and Clank one and the Demon Souls one didn't explicitly say that they were coloured. So I basically took a gamble on these, and I'm glad the gamble paid off, basically. Really cool. Really, really cool. So if you're a fan of the games and you're looking for, I don't know, a unique way to listen to the soundtrack, or if you have, like said, if you have a record player, which I do, and you can buy this on record if you didn't know already. It's not cheap. That's the only problem with all of this. It's not cheap. So only buy vinyls if you can genuinely afford them. So yeah. Again, really nice art. And I love that all the songs and the credits and that are put on inserts, so as not to cover up any of the artwork on either of the vinyls as well. I've also learnt that her name's Rivet, so that's kind of cool. Right, down to the last two. I shan't take too long on these. Pink Friday. I don't listen to Nicki Minaj that much. Rap and stuff is slowly becoming not my kind of music. But I just sort of, I like the presentation on this, as well as another of my favourite things. It's got the sort of papery sort of sleeves as well. They're not coloured. Oh well, I'm sure there is a coloured version out there. I'm fairly sure of it. But yeah, the one thing that this has that other ones don't is that it has a sort of plasticky sort of thing stuck to it as well. So I guess that's a little extra layer of protection for your vinyls, which is really cool. But yeah, I don't listen to it much, but you know, it's one of the first vinyls I picked up, so I kind of keep it around for sentimental reasons. But yeah, really nice. Oh, come on, you stupid thing. Really nice. And then on the inside, it's just photos. And I'm guessing it's like a thank you sort of letter, as well as yeah, the track lists, which are on the inside and on the back. But yeah, again, one of the first albums I picked up, so I mainly keep it around for sentimental value, to be fair, you know. And then another one I picked up, I've heard some Beyonce music, mainly over the radio and whoever else was playing it at the time. And don't ask me what songs I heard, because I cannot remember. this brain doesn't do much thinking. But yeah, I like this because it looked different, you know. I like that. That's awesome. That's cool. I like that. That's really nice. That's really, really cool. You know, it just caught my eye because, you know, it's like a deluxe. It's like a collector's thing, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's like the type of card they've used, the type of thick paper they've used, but it has that sort of like, how can I put it? It has that sort of like premium artist's paper feel to it, which I wasn't expecting. I was expecting it to feel like plasticky and laminated, when I was taking it out. And the same carries on to these inserts. It's got that like really recyclable, friendly for the planet feel sort of thing. It feels like it's been made out of recycled paper. I could just be talking out my ass. I'm not sure. That's just the feeling it gives me. It's nice sort of. The feeling of it is nice, and I'm now wishing that all vinyls came in this sort of paper card. I don't know. Same goes for, obviously, the second one. Same kind of papery feeling, which is really nice. I don't mean to call it a papery feeling as though it's a negative thing. It's not. I really genuinely like this sort of feeling. It feels very eco. Not that I'm an eco nut. We fucked the planet up. There's no going back. And then you get a nice book with photos in, which again, same papery feeling. Very nice. Quality of the photos as well is, well, of course the quality of the photos are going to be very good. She obviously could afford like a decent photographer and stuff. So, she's not going to be uploading crunchy JPEGs onto a vinyl thing. And then poster, I'm guessing, which I was expecting to be like a little dinky thing, something small, just something that you could easily stash somewhere and put on your wall. And oh my god, this is massive. You can't even see me anymore. It's double-sided, so that's really cool. I might give this album a listen at some point. Not entirely sure when. Again, it just caught my eye, so I just thought, why not? I might enjoy it, and I did. Mainly down to, the feel of the paper and stuff like that. So that's really cool. And then it's got like this nice sort of red spine, I guess you'd call it. The only problem with it then is because of the way it's made, sometimes it can be an absolute pain getting everything back in nice and neat. And then my vinyl slips out. Oh, here we go. The annoyance has begun. So yeah, again, not much of a Beyonce fan, but it caught my eye. It's really nice. It's really, really nice. I like it. So yeah, this is going to be a test video. That was just a stack of random vinyls that I found that have caught my eye. I'm going to have to put these down. They really call them heavyweight for a reason, Jesus Christ. But yeah, stack of vinyls that I thought were really cool visually. I don't really tend to talk about the music because, like, copyright, I can't like play samples of the music without being told off for it, and copyright striked, and my channel being taken down, and all that sort of stuff. I try to dodge that. I'm sure there's other people out there more willing to do it. I just talk about the aesthetics of the album, I guess. But yeah, so Beyonce Renaissance, I like it, mainly down to how the paper feels on the inside. Really nice, really recommend it. Nicki Minaj Pink Friday, basically one of the first vinyls I picked up. I lump these together just because it's like a game format. Ratchet and Clank and Demon Souls. Wasn't expecting game soundtracks to be put on vinyls, so I took a gamble and picked these up. Really glad I did because they're coloured, and the colour for this one is just exquisite. Photos have actually been posted in my community tab, so you get a better look at them on there. The Queen's Gambit, something a bit different, not really into the sort of classically kind of music, but again, it's nice to just stick this on and chill for a little bit. Sleepgrass, not what I was expecting. My mum just bought me this for Christmas, and I really like it. Again, coloured vinyl, I'm all for those. And then the two Iron Maiden vinyls, really cool, really recommend them. Aside from obviously my minor, very, very much nitpicky reason for kind of hating this one, but the songs on them, it's just a good vinyl, so I still recommend picking it up, even though I just have some very stupid nitpicky reasons on it, basically. This one I'd recommend picking up purely because they're picture discs. I just tapped that really hard and I'm feeling stupid for it. So yeah, recommend both of these. Really recommend picking them up. And then, last but not least, this one. Can't read that. But yeah, this one, really cool, purely because it's glow in the dark. It's different. I didn't expect them to do that sort of thing. So yeah. Those were some... Oh, come on, you stupid guitar. Those are some non-Gorillaz vinyls that I have bought and have on my shelf just to look at and peruse as of when I want. If people like this format of video, let me know. I might do it more often, I'm not sure. If you don't like this format of video, please let me know in the comments politely, and I don't know, I'll probably keep this video up, call it a one-off, or just private or something, make it unlisted. Then I can put actually, if I do make it unlisted, I could put the link to it on my Patreon. That's a good idea. I don't know. But yeah, I've already dragged this video out too long by talking about too many vinyls in one video. It's what I do. This mainly was a test for talking about a lot of vinyls in one video, which is what you all voted for on the poll for me to do with the Cracker Island stuff. So if you've watched through this entire video without skipping, thank you so much. Likes, shares, subscriptions, subscriptions, but subscribing is greatly appreciated. And comment which vinyl in the comment section you like the most. Engagement. Can't you tell I'm bad at this? So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, you know the usual guff to do on YouTube. There's a like button, there's a subscribe button. If you hit the subscribe button, make sure to hit the notification bell next to it when that pops up and click all. I recommend clicking all instead of like personalized, because if you click all, I hope you get notified about everything that I sort of post and upload and stuff like that. I'm still getting used to this. But yeah, that's enough of me rambling. I'm sure you've heard my annoying tones enough for one day. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Bye bye.